Hey everybody, so today I am going to be reviewing House of Echoes by Brendan Duffy, and I received this book for free off of NetGalley in exchange for my full and honest opinion, and that is what I am going to give. House of Echoes is about the Tierney family. So we have Ben Tierney, who is the husband, and Caroline Tierney, who is his wife. And then we have little Charlie and Robert, and those are the two kids, and Charlie's in second grade, and Robert, who they call Bub, is a baby. They move from the city to this big old house, and it used to be home to the Swan/Croft family. And they are trying to turn it into this hotel, motel, bed and breakfast type thing. And so they're putting so much work into it, and they start realizing that a lot of people are changing, and especially his wife and his son. And things start happening in Swanhaven, which is the place that they moved to. And they get a bit worried, and things just go so wrong. So, in my opinion, I really enjoyed this book, actually. And I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it. I thought it was going to be one of those books that I rated it like 2 out of 5 stars, or like 3 stars at maximum. But no, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. And I loved how the book was written. It was elegantly written, yet it was so simple. And it provided with so much backstory that you couldn't really have any questions left over once you're finished with the book, which I really appreciated about the book. And all the characters had their own little story about them. Like, Ben was a writer, like he's an author, and then Caroline, she has bipolar disorder, I think, or something. She has something like that, and she can cook. And Bub, I mean, he is a baby, so you can't really prime him with a certain thing. And then there's Charlie, who reads, and he likes to adventure in forests and nature. And so it was really cool seeing how everybody in this book really had their own type of story, even like the side characters. And I could definitely tell that Brendan Duffy put a lot of thought into these characters and into this story, because everything was so well written. The book started off very slow, and there was rarely any action really until around 70% of the book. And I feel like with certain books I would definitely put the book down then and like DNF it, but this book needed the slow pace at the beginning, and it needed that little time to build everything up, because it definitely made you want to keep reading to find out what the heck is going on. And it definitely was one of those types of things that created a lot of suspense for the reader. After about 70% of the book, man, things just happened left and right. It was definitely awesome to see everything happening, because it made up for the fact that we didn't have a lot of action in the first 70% of the book. And so things were happening, and it made you think about like what would happen next. But the thing about this book is that nothing is predictable, really. Like, you can't really predict anything, in my opinion. And there were times when you thought you'd start predicting something, or they'd start hinting at something, and it would just be completely wrong. And I like that about a book. I don't like a book where I'd have to sit there and be like, oh, this is gonna happen, and it does, and it's like, oh, well, I just spoiled myself for this. And so it was definitely great reading a book that wasn't predictable, and there were so many plot twists towards the end. Like I said, the last 30% of the book was mainly plot twists, but they were definitely crucial for the plot and definitely crucial for a good book. I think if there weren't that many plot twists, that I wouldn't have enjoyed the book that much. And I think that if I wasn't built up for the last 30% of the book, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much either. I just really enjoyed this book, and if you are looking for like a horror, thriller, mystery-ish type book, you should definitely check this book out, because it was an interesting read, and it did get a little messed up at parts, and that like bad mess up as in the writing was bad, but like messed up, as in what the heck just happened typed messed up. So yes, if you liked this video, you should give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And this is all of my review. I definitely wasn't going to do a full on 10-minute review because I feel like my thoughts could be encapsulated within the time allotted. But if you want to check out this book or whatever, it is on NetGalley for free. I think it might have been archived. I think it was archived. But you should definitely check it out on Amazon or something like that because it is definitely worth the read. Until next time, bye!